So, it is a new and exciting week for the Eagle's Eye.
It is. We got a lot done this week, but in the midst of it all, we have something even bigger going on.
And what is that?
The 10-day film festival that Morristown Area High School is in.
Ooh, sounds interesting.
It is. I'm a part of the team. I'm a producer, and so is Ben. He is crew.
I am.
And behind us, we have trophies, if you can see. And hopefully, Morristown will win one from this film festival.
Yeah, I know. I've always wanted a trophy to kind of parade around.
Yeah, right? I wanted to say Brianna Kelly, really big on it, you know?
Definitely.
So, what do we have going on new this week, Ben?
Well, there's a new way for people to get in here.
What do you mean, by sled or something? Like what?
Yes, you can now sled into the main office.
So you can get a slide like a swimming pool?
You just slide into the main office.
No, how do we get in now?
You have to scan your ID.
What?
You have to get your ID scanned, and it has to run through this database.
I do?
No, visitors do.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah, very fancy.
So we did an interview with Mr. Smith about it, but he didn't know everything because it is fairly new and it's not something that came from Morristown. It's called RAPTOR, and it's from an outside company. So, but the Eagle's Eye is getting more information on it. So when we do, we'll let you all know.
But for now, let's go check out this interview.
Hi, I'm Ben Detweiler, and I'm joined today with Principal Smith to talk about the new RAPTOR visitor checking system. So thanks for being here, Principal Smith.
No problem.
So can you tell me what exactly is RAPTOR?
RAPTOR, or VSoft, is a program that will basically screen our guests using against the Megan's Law database.
Okay. Why did we choose RAPTOR, and why do we choose to use it now?
You know, we're always looking at, and this is a district-wide initiative, but we're always concerned about the safety and security of our building. If we don't have a safe and secure building, then obviously we can't deliver instruction. So this is just another step in ensuring, it's an investment in the safety and security of our buildings.
All right. When will this new system go into effect?
It's looking like the first week of April. So the central administrative team, our safety and security team, right now they're getting together to make sure they're trying to make the community aware, the parents aware of this new process for coming into our buildings. Prior, it was essentially sign in and get your visitor's badge and move throughout the building. But they want to make RAPTOR consistent across every building.
All right. Can you give me a rundown of how the new system works?
Sure. So people that come into our building that will need to go to places other than the main office or our attendance office when they enter our building, they're going to give a state-issued ID, driver's license. It will get scanned, and that information that they take from the state driver's license will check against the Megan's Law database. It's either going to come up that there's an issue or that they're clear. It will print out a visitor's badge with the person's picture on it, and they're to wear it throughout the building.
All right. What is the Megan's Law database?
The Megan's Law database is a database with child offenders. And it's a national database, and it's controlled, I think it's controlled by many, many different government agencies, and RAPTOR has bought, the company that owns RAPTOR and VSoft has bought into the database. That's my understanding.
All right. Now, who has to get a background check?
A background check, or you mean a VSoft scan?
A scan, yes.
Oh, anyone that's going to enter our building and move past our reception desk. I know for each building it could be a bit different, but we have two areas of our building where you're not necessarily interacting or mingling with our students, and that would be our attendance office to the right when you walk in, and the main office to the left. So for example, parent needs to come in and drop off a lunch, which happens often. They don't have to go through the RAPTOR system. A parent needs to come in and deliver a child late to school. They don't need to go through the RAPTOR system. But if we're going to have someone enter into the area past the reception desk, there's a meeting and guidance, then they would have to get a RAPTOR's visitor pass.
All right. What can be done for an individual that does not have an ID?
No, that's a really good question. The district is still developing policy for that. I don't have a definite answer. But I'm sure that we're going to come up with some solutions, one of which would be to have the individual accompanied during their visit. So a teacher, a security officer, or even an administrator could accompany this individual so they're here for a guidance visit and they forgot their wallet or their purse. Then maybe one of our counselors could come out and meet them, escort them to the guidance office, meeting's over, escort from the guidance office back to the main entry. they're looking at many different options and what's available for us, because we ultimately, safety and security is important, but efficiency is also important.
Absolutely. So what kind of ID forms are acceptable for the RAPTOR software?
It's my understanding any state-issued ID. So state-issued driver's license or a state-issued non-driving license. At this time, that's all I really know about.
Do you know if any of this information that is scanned from your ID is stored?
I'm not sure. That's a really good question. I'm sure that's a question that many people will have, and I definitely don't have the answer to that.
Okay. What are the hours that the check must be performed?
I believe they're going to mandate that it will be the hours that students are in the building. So for us, it's looking like if you're going to show up at 7 o'clock and be there past 7:15, 7:16, 7:18, then we're going to have people scan in, and that would be the case until probably around 3 o'clock. That's my guess. So at the high school, I would probably say some range between 7 and 3. This isn't something we would do for a concert where we're going to, at 7 o'clock at night, and we have people coming into that. That's not the purpose of the system.
All right. Where did the funds come to purchase this new system?
That's a great question. I know it came, it was a district initiative, like I stated earlier, and I'm sure they had the funds set aside for some initiative related to safety and security. I would only be guessing. I just know that I don't believe they came from the building funds, since it was a district level initiative.
All right. And why do you think that a system like this is so important to have?
I think it's important because, like I stated initially, safety and security is the #1 priority. I want to know every single person that's in this building every single minute, and that's tough. We're a very big building, 1,700 students, 200 employees, but we have to be sure that we can keep track of everyone in this building, and I think this is a really good move, and I'm very excited to have this system.
All right. Well, thanks for joining me today.
Oh, not a problem. Thanks for having me.
I'm Ben Tutwiler, and I just talked to Principal Smith about the new RAPTOR vSoft technology visitor scanning system. Now back to the Eagle's Eye.